Hello, this is Starshot here to welcome you back to my Let's Play of Ys Origin. We last left off trying to fight those evil skeletons that we needed to gather the energy for to beat the evil door, but they were definitely much harder than I originally anticipated, and I ended up having to grind for a bit. But now that I've done that, I should hopefully be strong enough that I can take them on and, take them out. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't think I have any Claria ore to use to, yeah, I don't have any to upgrade. I do have this Panacea I haven't used, so I'll see if that helps at all or not. But the main issue was just how little damage I could do to any of those enemies. And let's see, do I have? Yeah, I have the bells, so everything's good. Okay, yeah, definitely doing much more damage than I did before. There we go. So I can finally defeat these enemies and hopefully be able to, move on with the game. Because you're kind of only stuck at a certain part of the game before you want to move on, because no matter how much grinding you do, you're not going to get any stronger fighting the same enemies over and over again. Or you can, but it's just going to take that much longer to do it. Of course, these guys are still annoying to deal with, but I am at least strong enough now that I can actually beat them and do more than just 1 point of damage per hit. That was the problem I had before. And it's not something I usually encounter, though, that I would be under-leveled for an enemy. But there we go. We got the ring all set and evil powered up now. So we can finally go over to the door and hopefully talk to the goddess, even though we already know she's trapped behind a barrier that we can't unlock until we figure out how to break it, which will take quite a while before that ever happens. And we won't have any involvement in it, as far as I know. But it looks like all that grinding did pay off. Getting that extra level, definitely improved our ability to actually fight those things. So let's go ahead and talk to her just to... Yeah, so what I need to do, if people remember, is to wear the blue necklace, which will help me, survive curses. And then I put on the evil ring. Ta-da! Once again, we've opened the evil door. Of course it worked. I knew what I was doing, obviously. Of course, who knows why they just leave a treasure chest in here too, but I guess it would be safe in here if they thought that no one could open that door but demons. It is also good that the goddesses actually know everyone's names. You would think for certain deities, humans would be beneath them or something, but overall the goddesses are very humble. Well, I think it'd be hard to try and actually hurt a goddess most of all, but, as I may have mentioned before, it's a bit hard to fully understand the rules of this world. Apparently I'm getting all the credit. Even though I did win that match before he apparently was just pitying me or not using his full power. Yeah, sadly we will learn more about kind of what's going on with him, and that there is more to his story than just, yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm so proud to be this knight, and now I go and betray them so easily. But apparently Hugo doesn't really see it that way. See what I mean? You know, for the most part, they've made the goddesses fairly likable people, which it kind of does help in, actually being, happy to rescue them, or understanding why everyone here is here to rescue them. And of course, the biggest fan of them all is now finally here. Yep, they're just the rest of them. They're not even going out listing their names at all. I guess a part of me wouldn't mind seeing what supposed resistance they're dealing with, because we're the ones who keep fighting all the giant monsters. Well, you probably should have mentioned people about it in the first place instead of leaving without any word, prompting a reaction from the people who supposedly care about you. But I'm becoming a broken record now at this point. Yep, here we go, hearing it once more that, it's all the Black Pearl and Caleria Ore's fault. Okay, so where did the demonic essence come from? I guess I could believe that it came from maybe people. Or it could be that the magical ability itself is what it was containing the essence in the first place. Who knows? It's kind of up to people in general and how the story is told. I'm not sure if they ever went on to explain it. Sadly, that all eternity bit doesn't really work out that well. Yeah, but I guess this is sort of one of those stories that tries to take a cautionary tale to being over-reliant on just one thing. In this case, for them, it's magic. For, maybe in our daily lives, it's maybe fossil fuels, or the internet. Just becoming over-reliant on any one thing can be a bit of a detriment, because if anything happens or is wrong with said thing, then you can be royally screwed. Well, we have to find her first. I think he's right to question that, because, you know, if they had told the priests in the first place, then they would have allowed them to go without trying to raise this group to come with them, because who knows how much trouble they're actually causing because of them, you know, being here and their nature and all that. But who knows? It's one of those things that's is hard to predict sometimes. But at least Hugo here isn't really too enamored by them, that he isn't here to ask the hard questions. Well, good luck with that, knights. Of course, Hugo will go out and do what he has been doing, and most of the mages here will work on this barrier. I'm just here for this guy. So just radiates that. Shows her concern, and, you know, it reiterates what he is, even though he wasn't wrong. So let's go ahead and just making sure, but I didn't want to accidentally, you know, use the ring or something, but. But then again, it's not powered by evil right now, so it should be fine at least. Or it wouldn't have killed me. Jeez, dude, she's just trying to help. She even understands, you know, why you act the way you do most of the time. She knows you better than you think you do, dude. There we go. Why are you both coming out here like that? So just remember, kids, remember to talk about your problems and try not to push people away when you can, because it never does anyone any good. Unless you want to be evil, but you know, that's your prerogative, and hopefully that will eventually you'll learn that doing evil doesn't always turn out right for anyone either sometimes. But now that we finally have the Amber Key, we can head off to the next area here and eventually face the boss and see just how easily it is defeating it with our range attack. Oh yeah, I forgot I could double jump. Okay, now we have to face these guys, the wyverns. You could either think of them as wyverns or dragons. I'm not really quite sure. They always keep kind of kind of mixing the two here and there, if you ask me. You know, deciding when is it a dragon, when is it a wyvern, and how much of a difference there are between the two. You know, sometimes a wyvern is, you know, just supposedly smaller than what a dragon normally is, and then sometimes dragons are actually pretty small and they're just called dragons, not wyverns, and so forth. It's always one of those weird kind of, they can never seem to make up their minds, or people like don't always do the research they need to kind of understand the differences. But then again, I'm not that familiar with the difference between the two either, so I'm sure if anyone will want to tell me or look it up, they'll let me know in the comments below. But for now, I'll just go ahead and focus on beating this area here, or see how long it takes me to get through it. And of course, it's been a while, so I'm trying to remember where it is I need to go. There we go. Okay, so I can't get up here, sadly, so I'll have to find another way over there eventually. I did like the aerial monsters I have to deal with. Wasn't something supposed to be over here? I guess not, if nothing's happening, so... Oh yeah, and I have to bomb this area here. See if I can do enough damage to those guys. That guy really jumps. Jumps good, doesn't he? Come on. How do I get this guy off? Oh, there we go. So I have to use the wind move to knock him off there. Good, I got the creeper medallion. We needed that if we wanted to actually make our way to the boss room here. And thankfully we found some herbs to heal us here, or we would be in a lot more trouble. I'm not quite sure about that charge ability they do with the fire there. There we go. So, but for the most part, I've been I guess a part of me has thought about just kind of how games in general tend to work. And, you know, just lately, like, I saw recently an article about there being too many games around. And actually, I think I already talked about that before in a previous Let's Play video. So, I do try to at least keep things different, but it's always hard trying to find enough things to talk about sometimes. I guess for the most part, it's been nice that games have become more mainstream for the most part. It's like I still remember as a kid being this big gamer, you know, just loving video games and everything about them, and having almost no one to talk to about them at all. Like, I was always kind of treated as the weird kid. I think mostly just because I wasn't kind of raised with the group or with the students. Like, I was in a different, class, so I never so when I entered, I was just this new kid, and I was never the best at socializing either. I always had trouble knowing how to talk to people, no matter if they were kids or grown-ups. So, and then of course coming into a classroom that I'm not that familiar with, and then of course I still remember like one of the big projects we had was doing like a report on our favorite song. Oh good, I found that Clarior I was looking for. So now I just go this way. Come on. Eventually I need to find those claws boots, if I recall. So we had to do a report, and a lot of the songs, I heard from the other students was like Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, and then a few other artists, I'm sure I can't remember now, but definitely a little bit more mainstream. And then it turned out one of my favorite songs came from the Dance Dance Revolution. I thought it would fit, and so I tried, I was able to actually get it recorded, because I couldn't actually find the song on like any medium I could think of. Because I looked it up online, and I tried to find it in stores, but I couldn't really find it anywhere. Come on. Yes. Yeah, that part is always really annoying to deal with, because you can fall off and... Oh, that worked. But yeah, so... like, that didn't really win me any favors either, or didn't make me seem cooler or not from that. So, sort of just made me more of an outcast for the most part, and overall I didn't really care for school that much as a kid. Like, I had acquaintances and one or two friends, but, overall I was kind of... it was just I never really found any good friends or people I could hang with until I hit college, really. So there we go, at least I found those claws I was looking for. So, of course I did try to at least know plenty of other stuff, but... I at least tried to learn all about TV and movies, stuff like that. I was always been big into media in general. Oh, there we go. I got that level up I needed. But, that still, I definitely wasn't what you would call cool, and I didn't really feel like I had that many friends or people who would tolerate me, I think. Because I was always socially awkward. But I still had a few friends, and I had my brothers, so... I was happy with things for the most part. things up here not too long. So yeah, so it's interesting to think of how mainstream gaming has become in general. Like, it's not just, you know, it's not just a select group of people playing them anymore. It's pretty much just about everyone now, from your grandma to your parents to little kids who are, you know, growing up with tablets to, you know, whoever. Pretty much has the chance to play all these different video games and can join in on the conversation, and I'm happy for that. I don't really care for the mentality some people have about, oh, it's, you know, you're not really a hardcore gamer if you haven't done this, or that. You know, it's kind of like, you know, we're just gamers, really. We all have our own interests, you know. Just because you enjoy games on your phone doesn't mean there aren't any good games on phones now, especially like when phone gaming first kind of became mainstream, and for the casual crowd it was mostly because there weren't any good meaty games to play. They were all just, you know, ways of trying to get people to spend money. But more on that discussion next time. So thanks again for joining us, and hope to see you next time as we take on the boss of the sandy area here. Creeper Chamber, I believe. I'll have to check. So tune in next time as we take on the boss for this area here. So until then, have fun gaming.